G'day and welcome to another video with Better Picks. Hope this finds everyone well. Today we're going to have a quick look at how to keep all of your media assets nice and organized within CapCut. CapCut's a great platform for editing video, and as many of you would know, editing video can get very complicated very quickly. So I just want to show you a few tips that I use to make sure you keep all of your assets nice and organized and hopefully help the process stay as quick and efficient as possible. All right, let's have a look. So what we're going to do is just have a quick look at a few folders that I've got here with some video assets. You can see I've got a folder for drone, iPhone, and R3. Often when people are first learning video editing, they'll simply go into the folder where that footage might exist. They'll grab all of those video files and they'll drop it straight into their video editor. As you can see, all 4 of those video files are there, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with using that method. Another option is to go out from that folder and actually drop the whole folder in itself. And that way we've got the folder there with all of that drone footage, and we know that that's what that folder contains. We can do exactly the same with our R3 content as well. And you can see when we go into that folder, if we double click, we've got all of our assets there. Looking at that plus symbol there on the right hand side, we can click on that and add any of those video files to our timeline. Now, if we want to navigate back to where all of our folders are, you can see we've got the R3 folder here highlighted. We just need to click all and we'll go back to where both of those folders are. We can go into drone, and again, we can choose whichever video file we want to appear on the timeline. Now, if you want all of the video files from a particular folder to go straight to your timeline, all you need to do is click on that same plus symbol on the actual folder, and you can see all of those video files have been automatically added. So that's a quick way to get the process underway. Now, what happens if we happen to just drop in those video files and we actually want to create a folder out of those video files? So you can see that they're just all in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to select all 4. We're going to right click and we're going to select new folder with selected item. And you can see it's automatically put it into a folder there. If we just go back to the all, you can see that that folder has actually been created, and the default name is it's just been called folder 1. Now, if we right click on that and we hit rename, we can then rename it to whatever we want to call it. In this case, we're going to call it drone. There we go. And we've renamed that folder, and we end up in exactly the same situation where we have that folder named based on what's in the folder. Now, where this might be really handy as an example is you might have some interview footage and then you might have some B-roll. And that B-roll might be other footage to give context to your interview footage and what's being discussed, or it might be graphics, it might be animation, it might be images that you want to drop into your timeline. So in that case, I would create separate folders based on what exactly it is that's going to go into those folders. Let's just rename that one. There we go. So you can see that we can very quickly start to create folders based on what the project needs are going to be. And this will just help us stay organized, and it means that we can go to each folder and find exactly the footage or the assets that we need for that particular point in the timeline. What you'll discover is that video projects can get very complex very quickly, and you'll certainly be thankful to yourself if you stay organized from the very beginning and separate all of those assets into different folders so that you know exactly where everything is. There's nothing worse than importing, say, 100 clips from various different sources where the media is going to have different purposes within the video, and then having to go and find exactly where the specific clip is. If you have it separated into folders that identify what that content is, then you're going to be able to easily find the asset that you need. Thanks as always for stopping by. Be sure to check out the link below that'll take you to other videos around editing with CapCut. And as always, questions are welcome in the comments below. Thanks again and take care.